Hi there, this is Anna Prosser for Kingston HyperX at MLG Anaheim 2011 with Team Evil Geniuses, specifically EG.IdrA. How are you doing today, EG.IdrA?
I'm okay. I haven't played any matches yet. I've just been waiting around watching my teammates.
Is that hard to wait around for a match all day?
Yeah, that's one of my least favorite parts in terms of just waiting around and sitting. I like to be able to play constantly, just kind of stay focused. It's hard to do it this way.
There are physical aspects and emotional aspects that go into making you play well. So how do you take care of yourself during a long day at a tournament?
Well, especially at MLG, one of the biggest things is actually finding regular, decent meals. It's always really hard to find food at MLGs for some reason. This one's been better than most, so that's important. And really just try and find practice, like if you can play in the pro player area or whatever, that helps a lot, and just try and stay focused on every game.
How has the team been doing, taking care of themselves for this MLG?
Reasonably well. Everyone's been split up because all through yesterday we had some people in the loser bracket, some people in the winner bracket, some people in the championship play. So everyone had really different schedules. It was actually pretty hard for us to stay together as a unit. But we go eat together whenever we can. We give each other advice, watch each other play if we can. So as well as possible with the format.
Results-wise, how's everyone performing?
So-so. We're not performing as well as we want to, I don't think. I lost to Boxer, which was pretty disappointing, but I managed to win out. Jeff has had a pretty rough tournament. I'm not exactly sure what his results are, but they've been disappointing too. I think only Jake is actually out of the tournament so far, so everyone else is still alive. But yeah, definitely not doing as well as we'd like to.
I know that you boot camped for a couple weeks and were traveling around a bit in a van together as a team with the hope of performing a little bit better at this MLG. Do you think the tiredness of traveling around might be getting to you, or do you think overall it's helped?
It's hard to say because there were definitely some pluses and minuses to it. We were all together practicing, which is obviously a great thing, but it was in a PC cafe on mediocre computers surrounded by a bunch of loud, obnoxious law players. So that was really distracting. It wasn't a great practice environment. And we'd have to drive around and go out to eat every night and all that. So that takes a lot of time away. So, it's kind of a middle ground. Being able to cooperate like that is very good, but it's not our real practice conditions. I think once we've had the real EG house for a month, I think we'll see much better from us in Raleigh.
Well, there's been a lot of questions about the EG house. What does it look like? Where is it? Is there anything you can tell about the EG house?
Can't say where it is yet because we're still decking it out. We're not going to publicly release it until it's all ready, but it's absolutely amazing. It's gigantic and awesome. It's really nice. It's got a pool. I think it even has a fountain out front. It's just a ridiculously nice house.
And do you see that affecting the success of Team EG?
Oh, certainly. If you can, it's better than any of the Korean houses I've ever seen. And CJ had that probably one of the best living environments. So it's going to be really, really good for us. And obviously having everyone together in that kind of comfortable practice environment, that's pretty much the best situation possible for us.
Well, let's switch gears and talk about you personally. How are you performing at this MLG, and what is it going to take for you to win it?
I don't think I've been playing particularly well, especially against Boxer. I managed to beat in control and South 2-0 each, so kind of turning it around a little bit. And let's see, I have Sho and Cruncher left today, who are both pretty easily beatable. But once it gets into the Koreans into the bracket play, it'll be very difficult. I just have to try and play my best for this.
Do you see any kind of shift where, we had the Koreans coming in and everyone's saying Koreans are unbeatable, foreigners will always come in after Koreans. Do you see any shifts starting to happen where foreigners can compete?
Not particularly. Foreigners are always going to be able to take games off them just because it is a really volatile game and there are some very good foreign players. But no, not really. If you look at the open bracket, Ganzi was the only real top flight pro in it, and he's just cleaning everyone up. Choya lost. I don't know if Frame lost or not, but Rain's not even a top pro, and he still was going through pretty easily. So, no, the Koreans are just better players. If you get an actual, top flight Korean pro, they're going to go through pretty easily.
Another thing, I heard In Control talking to Naniwa today. He said, Naniwa, how do we beat Zerg? And Naniwa said, we don't, we wait for an infestor nerf. Do you agree, or what do you think about that?
They're retarded. Protosses don't play properly. If you look at the Korean Protosses, none of them are actually all that good. I don't know. No, Koreans just need to play, or Protosses just need to play really turdily and get Templars and play more based on the right.
Do you have any other suggestions for Protosses?
Really turdily, Link Stalker heavy, and then mixing Templar and Colossus. Only a handful of Colossus and have things.
What about for Zerg?
Really a heavy infested play is kind of good if you can get off the first round of fumbles. But if Protoss actually spreads their units out in high well, that shouldn't happen. And against the max Protoss army, it's a lot of
Alright, well, I'm here on behalf of Kingston HyperX, one of your main sponsors. I know you've been using Kingston HyperX RAM in your rig for quite a while. What would it be like now that you've had that kind of power to go back to not using it?
I think it would be pretty terrible. I mean, one of the biggest things for me is I do a lot of streaming and additional stuff while I'm practicing. And so without the help of high performance stuff like Kingston, I don't think I'd really be capable of doing that. I saw the switch when I got one of EG gave me a new laptop with Kingston memory in it, and the difference was just 9 days. Absolutely incredible.
Well, we've been asking people, if you had that kind of power, the speed, the multitasking, the memory that you have in Kingston HyperX, if you could use that for anything, what would you use it for?
Put it in my hands so I can start right there.
Right. I think most of you guys are answering gamer-related questions, so I think the HyperX is doing you well where it is, huh?
It definitely is.
All right. Well, any other shout-outs you want to give?
I'd like to thank all my fans and supporters, also my teammates and Team Evil Geniuses, all our sponsors, Intel, SteelSeries, Monster, Kingston HyperX, Bigfoot Networks, Intel Extreme. Big thanks to all of them.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Best of luck.
Thank you.